Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Ada, and you are watching another episode of Ada Talks About It. Happy Easter in arrears. I hope you guys had a lovely, fun-filled Easter. Today, I'm not really asking any. I won't be asking, but I'll also be ranting because I've had this issue on my mind for a while now, and then somebody asked me. A couple of people have asked me, and I'm like, I think it's high time we had this conversation. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. And we are back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Welcome back. For those that are just joining, I am so happy to have you. I am so happy you joined the family. You are so going to love it here. I love every single one of you. Thank you all for being with me so far. It's not been an easy journey, but thank you all for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. So, on to today's conversation. Today, I'll basically be talking about African parents. In fact, Nigerian parents. There are several things Nigerian parents do that could make you go nuts. I'll be listing some of them. I want to know why Nigerian parents act the way they act sometimes. Because sometimes when you see some parents outside the country, you see foreign parents overseas, and you see the way they are towards their children, you see the way they hold the families and all, you keep asking yourself, why is it different in this country? Why is it different in my country, Nigeria? As a lady, let me talk about the ladies now. As a lady in a Nigerian home, if you are clocking 25, 26, and you are single, it's as if there's a curse placed on you. Jesus! And it doesn't only affect you in your family with your parents. The society has now even contributed to it. People start to look you, at that point you begin to seem like a thorn in the flesh of your parents, because everything you do at that point it all boils down to, you're supposed to be in your house, your mates are married with kids, what are you doing here? And sometimes it pushes people to get married to the wrong people. So I want to know, why is it that once you're going to clock 25, 26, you, in a Nigerian home, it's like you're something is wrong with you, and you're single, something is wrong with you. You're supposed to be, especially in situations where you have all your friends sending you wedding invitations, and it's like, at that point you sit and you keep asking yourself, what am I not doing right? So I'm an only girl in a family of 5, and I know how it is. The pressure they put in, it's beyond normal. African Nigerian parents don't seem to understand now that this is the 21st century and things are no longer the way it used to be. Gone are those days when you're 26 and you're crying because you're not married. Now people clock 30 and they are happy at 30 and single. And it's not a big deal. Our parents need to understand that. That is one of many. Another thing that Nigerian parents do, I'll give you an example of one day. I was at home and my mom was yelling my name from upstairs. So I rushed all the way to meet her, and because it seemed like it was important. This happened some years back. I rushed all the way to meet my mom, and she just wanted a glass cup of water that was just below her.
She what?
Like, it was below, she was sitting. It was just on the floor. She can just pick up the glass cup and but she called me all the way from where I was to come pick up a glass cup that was on the floor right next to her and give it to her. Is that normal? Like, people, is that normal? I don't seem to understand the way Nigerian parents reason. It's crazy. Nigerian parents will send you on unnecessary errands, like errands that, is it necessary? Just because they want to keep you busy. I've seen a scenario where maybe your mom or your dad asks you to do something and you're doing that thing because they like, it's urgent, you need to get it done like right now, and you're doing it, and they come and they give you another errand to do, but then you have to finish off what you're doing before you go to the next errand that they've assigned to you. But then a Nigerian parent walks up to you and then asks you why have you not done what I asked you to do? And you're like, okay, because I'm doing the other thing that you asked me to do. And they get angry and start yelling, come on, go to what I asked you to do, it's more important. And then say you leave that particular errand you're in at that time and you decide to do the other one they say is more important. And then they come and meet you again and ask you, why are you not doing the other thing you're supposed to do? And you're like, because you told me to leave it for the other one. And then they get angry. But you're like, what will I do? You're confused. Nigerian parents are the most complicated human beings that in this planet. Like, it's crazy. I mean, with everything, we love them. In fact, I love my parents. I love them. But sometimes, God, they can do the most craziest things. And you're like, what the hell? Nigerian parents will push you to your very last limit. They will push you that far. There are several things that they can do. Nigerian parents have several means they can use, or several devices they can use to frustrate you as a human being. Okay, another one is this. In a Nigerian home, the male child is allowed to, you can go out, you can come back anytime you want. But growing up as a woman, there are restrictions. I'll give you an example. There was a time, a few years back, I went out with a female friend of mine, and it was New Year. I've forgotten the year, but it was on the 1st of January. So we went to the mall close to us to, chill and see movies and stuff. And then, we had this curfew, 8 p.m. in my house, for me, basically, not for the guys. So I came home about, I think, was it 2 or 3 minutes past 8? And my father locked me out. I was stuck in traffic. My father locked me out. I was outside till about 1 a.m.
How possible we hear of this?
At night. My parents refused to let me in. My dad kept saying I should go back to wherever it is that I came from. Typical Nigerian home. You dare not go out in a Nigerian home and come back late as a woman. Ha! You are in trouble. Like, serious trouble. I had it tough growing up. Like, seriously. There are several things that Nigerian parents can do to you that, in fact, that they don't even need to punish you. When you do something, they don't need to whip you or anything. There are other ways they can use to punish you in a Nigerian home. If you're Nigerian, you know what I'm talking about. Nigerian parents, please drop down your experiences with Nigerian parents. I mean, I know we've all had experiences one way or the other. Just drop it down in the comment section. I could go on and on about what things I have been through with parents, but I want to hear you guys state what you've experienced in the hands of your parents. You can drop it down in the comment section. You can always send me questions on my WhatsApp or on my Instagram. You can send it to me on WhatsApp at 081-00904-759 and on Instagram at adas_talks. I cannot do this without you. I'm just a voice. You guys make the show happen. Please subscribe to my channel. Keep subscribing. I appreciate your subscription so far, but let's keep it going. Share my videos, comment, like, hashtag, do anything. Just let's keep growing. We need to keep growing. I'm shooting this video in my office where I work, courtesy of Emergence Company. We have amazing services, render amazing services. We have a studio for talk shows like this. If you want to do a talk show, we have a studio where you can do a lovely show and you're going to have a nice time. It's a nice place to be. So come on down to Emergence Company at VI Uniro Palace Road, plot 26. I will be here to welcome you. Thank you guys for staying with me so far. Have a lovely day.